Hey, it's Chris. We need to have a talk about guarantee issue and Medicare supplements. When we have a guarantee issue situation, let me give you a couple of examples. A person moves out of state and they were on a Medicare Advantage plan with an HMO network. Now they've moved outside the coverage area, and that gives them a guarantee issue opportunity to buy a Medicare supplement, Plan F, until after 2020, and then it would be a guarantee issue Plan G. But right now, Plan F is what they can buy as guarantee issue for all practical purposes. Now, another scenario would be they're losing their employer coverage. They're being terminated off of their group plan, and that gives them guarantee issue. In certain states, and you must read your underwriting guide to see which ones, they can voluntarily leave the employer plan, and that gives them guarantee issue, but not in every state, to be sure. So when someone has a loss of coverage like this, and that gives them a guarantee issue right, let's assume, obviously, they're past open enrollment. They're 66, 67, 75 years old, and they're losing group coverage, or they've moved outside of their Medicare Advantage coverage area, and now they come to you wanting coverage. Now, there was a carrier not too long ago, last year, that put out in their newsletter that if someone approaches you and it's in a guarantee issue situation, you should absolutely write it as a guarantee issue situation, which means putting them with Plan F, the higher premium, the higher profitability, usually, plan for the carrier. I took issue with that. And the reason why is if someone qualifies health-wise for a better plan, let's say for the sake of argument, and fully underwritten Plan G, and yet you're going to stick them in a Plan F, it has a negative effect on them, and it has a significant negative effect on you too. Here's what I mean. If someone comes to you and they give you a letter that says, I'm losing my employer coverage against my will, signed by the employer, signed by the old insurance company, you're terminating off your coverage. That letter grants them the ability to bypass underwriting and get that guarantee issue plan, right? That's wonderful. However, as we've seen in the past with many videos on the topic, Plan G is the better value in 99% of the cases out there. Plan G is better than Plan F. Plan N is a better proposition even than Plan F. So if you could get them a better plan, why wouldn't you try to do that? Well, because to get them a better plan, Plan G or Plan N in this circumstance requires them to go through health underwriting, which means merely answering the questions on the application. The questions are clear. The questions are black and white. The questions are, have you in the last 3 years usually had a heart attack, stroke, cancer, all those kind of things. You can simply go down the list and know to very good degree of certainty whether or not this person can qualify for the better value for them plan. Here's the second one that many agents don't consider. If you write that guarantee issue plan, you just take the paper, bypass underwriting, send it in as guarantee issue. With most companies in most states, they will pay you 0 commission, or they may pay you $25 one-time commission, not $25 each year, $25 one time, and that's it. Other carriers pay you a 2% commission. Commission should never drive your decision on whether or not to help people, and that is not the point of this video. I only bring it up as a secondary consideration when thinking about doing simply a guarantee issue application for someone. The better solution, in my estimation, is to ask them about their health. And yes, they'll say, well, wait a minute, I've got this guarantee issue opportunity because I've got this piece of paper, and that may be true. However, if your health can qualify you for a better plan with lower premiums, better long-term rate increase projection, why wouldn't you want to apply for it if we can save you money? Let's just ask the questions and see if you qualify for an even better opportunity than the one that we know that you qualify for now. By doing so, you can put them on a lower rate, have a longer retained client, get more referrals because you asked the question, you took the time to listen to the answer about their health rather than just processing what they brought you. So ask them the health questions. See if they can qualify for a better plan going through underwriting. Now, the definition of an experienced agent is you can take their health questions, you can take their health situation right now and see which company best mirrors that alignment with health situation. We have some companies that are really good with people with bad heart conditions. We have other companies that are better with diabetics. We have other companies that are better on a cancer look back, a shorter time frame rather than a longer. So you have to know what's available in your market by actually reading the underwriting guides and the questions for the companies that you can offer. It's always good to at least have 3 or 4 carriers in your chosen market and know with certainty what they will and what they won't cover before you start prospecting and talking to folks. So, like I said, this carrier put out the fact that you should, on a guarantee issue eligible case, always put it through as guarantee issue so they have that higher premium and their margins are just a little bit better. But again, my challenge with that is if the person can qualify on health for something better for them, I think it's in our best interest. I know it's in the client's best interest to try to get them health underwritten if you can. And of course, they're older, so there's a less likelihood than a person turning 65, obviously. But to the extent that you can qualify them for a Plan G, put it through. If that doesn't go through, you've got the fallback position of doing a guarantee issue Plan F. So heads you win, tails you win. It doesn't matter which one you end up with, but let's try for going through health questions. They will feel like you worked harder for them because you actually did. You took the time to listen and took the time to try to appropriately put them with the best possible plan, which is the very definition of a good agent. One last thing I want to talk about on this. And some agents say you should never, ever, ever help someone with a guarantee issue case. This was a discussion on the Facebook page of Medicare Agent Training, which if you're not following that, you really should. It's good industry stuff. But Matthew pointed out, Matthew's a good top producer, that he has received many, many referrals straight from the people that he helped and got paid nothing on because he helped the person with guarantee issue. There were no other options, but he helped that person. Another thing you want to consider is they're probably going to need a dental, vision, hearing plan, and we've got some of the best. And they'll also have other people, spouse, relatives, brothers, sisters, people leaving the same employer that also need some help and will bring you business. It's always goodwill to help those who you can. So keep that in mind as perspective before you just turn somebody away because they are a guarantee issue, that it may bring more business today, but certainly will bring more business in the future if you do the right thing by the client. I'm Chris Westfall. For more information on training on Medicare sales, look at medicareagenttraining.com. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook because the updates and the interaction and the discussions are worth seeing. Have a great day. Bye-bye.